Hi, this is Trivial Punk.
This is Boris the Olympiad.
And this is Bag Milk Death Sarge.
And we are playing Silent Hill Homecoming. If you're confused by Bagged Milk Death Sarge, this isn't a new name. We were just talking about bagged milk and how Americans seem to be obsessed with the idea that Canadians have it.
We do.
We have it, but God, if I've ever seen it, ever in my life.
I've used it lots, especially camping.
You've used it?
I've used it.
Wow.
I have not, personally. The whole premise makes less sense to me. I kind of like my containers to be rigid and not flopsy.
Do you, like, take it out and put it in, like, a rigid container, or what? Mm-hmm. How does that work?
It's got, like, a bag holder thing.
Yeah. Put it in a carton.
So why don't you just buy the carton?
Because,
Or is the carton reusable?
Cartons are usable. After we use the carton, you usually pour it into something that's more, yeah. But, bagged milk is not so strange to me, as weird as it may sound.
This is Silent Hill Homecoming.
Nothing to do with bagged milk.
No, not at all.
Did they make it?
It's the first American Silent Hill, besides Origins.
Hey, talk to me. Say something. Oh God. Oh God.
Oh man, that's not gonna end well for anyone.
Hey, what are they doing? What's going on there? Hey, where are you taking me?
See,
No.
I was thinking hostile.
Hey!
Oh, also we're drinking.
Oh yes, we have liqueur.
I have Guinness. It's more than liqueur.
Where
It's
am I?
I have cider.
I'm drinking liqueur at
Hey,
least.
what is this place?
You're drinking a Tootsie Roll Pop. It's delicious.
Hey, where are you
Makes me
taking
really
me?
happy.
I
It's
kind of want to taste it,
better to sip delicious drinks than it is to just
Where am I,
plug
man?
bag disgusting
which
drinks.
is why I sip Guinness.
For those
Exactly.
who don't know what a Tootsie Roll drink is, it is a root beer and
Kahlua.
Hey, wait.
I never liked the actual taste of Tootsie Rolls, but
Where are you going?
Mm-hmm. It's sort of a chocolatey coffee.
Don't leave me here.
Alcohol really improves the taste of things.
What is that thing on this left
It's
side?
a flashlight.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's like a
oh,
little
it's
L
what-
flashlight.
Oh, yeah. No
Um,
skippage for you.
What the fuck? Someone just stabbed him. And stabbed him good. Like,
Oh, he's
real
he's
good.
getting the wrecked.
Okay, one. I have to press the one button. I think
Seems
that's
to be
A.
the A button.
I gotta get out of this thing so I don't get the stab zored by whatever the fuck that thing was.
I don't know, it could be fun.
How many different death scenes are in? Is this just like Resident Evil 4, where there was like a million different ways to die?
Oh my god, I saw a 10-minute something compilation of every death scene in Resident Evil 4.
I know, I've seen that too.
It made me so happy.
Okay, how do I... Okay.
When
There
you
we go.
shoot the lake and the thing just eats you.
Oh, wait, oh yeah.
That happened to my friend without knowing that that was a thing that could happen. It made me so happy.
That happened to my friend too. We were just sitting there watching, and we went, I wonder what happens if you shoot the lake. He shot the lake. He got eaten. We were all
So-
surprised, and there was laughing.
So there's blood. That's probably the blood from the guy who got stabbed real good.
You did get stabbed pretty good. We're
Creepy
good.
kids, always a standard in American horror games or movies.
Or Silent Hill.
Or Japan.
Japan. Little kids are freaky. It's basically what we're saying. Little kids are frightening.
Why don't you open the door, the cell door? With the
Yeah,
kid?
let the kid out, obviously. That'll be good for everyone.
Because, you see, the thing is with kids is they don't follow the basic rules of human understanding anything. They just...
Yeah, they don't know the difference between wrong and right anymore.
Something is scratched on the surface of the x-ray. 624,
Or maybe it's the keypad for the kid.
I'm guessing.
Seems like an obvious conclusion.
Our security is somewhat compromised. The patient used x-ray film to write down the code for security gate. Still missing. Hey,
Map of the hospital. Now you have a map.
cool. Look at that creepy little drawing of a kid.
62485. Josh. His name is Josh.
His name is Josh.
We've identified him.
You know, the thing is,
The old
broken locks. Everywhere. You know,
In the land of broken locks, the locksmith is king.
one locksmith could just come through here and just, like, own this game.
Make $1 million.
Yeah, I'm wondering why there's never been a Silent Hill game with, like,
I want to see
a
like.
locksmith as the lead
I was gonna
character.
say I want to see like a subversion of the game where you play as a locksmith and every door is just available to you.
And he's crying. Hey, look, a thing.
creepy baby. Another staple of horror. None of which
You know,
does.
oddly enough, it's just a baby. It's not a creepy baby. It's just a baby. But God, are babies creepy in this environment?
Babies are really just creepy out anyways.
And it's sort
Can
of-
we all just like talk about how babies are freaky no matter what?
They just sort of like wriggle and look at you.
Gross.
What are they thinking? Oh no, not the child's doll. These look disturbing. So baby, oh, incubator. I saw incinerator the first time because of the burned doll. So let's get right over that. Hey, look at this thing. Take X-ray film. Let's go develop this bullshit.
So where's the baby?
You know,
Around.
non-existent.
Like I said, creepy baby.
All in our mind. It's this doll because we can't look at the doll burned.
I think you have to force open every door with your shoulder.
Well, you don't have to.
It's
You
the
can.
fast open. It's
So
like
where's Pyramid Head?
What the fuck?
Pyramid Head was from Resident Evil 3?
First, Resident Silent Hill 2. It's close though. It's definitely the same
Pyramid
genre.
Head was a good character in
Wow.
representation of your
And then-
And I haven't even drank that much. I'm
And
sad now.
they like put him in everything now. He's like the mascot for the series.
Yeah.
Like the
Which
Silent
is too
Hill.
bad because he was like a really fascinating symbol.
Oh god, he was. But then in Silent Hill 2, he has like a monster throwdown at the end, and I was very sad.
Oh, you mean the movie?
Yeah, the movie.
I like that though.
That was a good one. It was
The-
better than the most recent Resident Evil movies.
Well, that's like saying that
That's-
pig shit is better than dog shit. It's all still shit.
Well, I mean, and the thing is it's not even like.
Their fascination with 3D ruined the entire experience for me.
Well, yeah, that's part of it. Yeah. The thing
It's
is
generally a bad sign when I laugh out loud at a scene that's not supposed to be funny.
Resident Evil, I don't think it's
Just
actually
having Resident
supposed to
Evil
be a
movies.
horror theme, like a horror
It's
show
just sort of
anymore.
an
It's more like action.
Yeah, it's an action series. I mean, that's what it is.
Freaky Shadows, another staple. And Blood-Filled Tank. Oh, look at that.
Well, I mean, it is a surgery ward, so it kind of makes
Fear
sense.
1 was scarier than this game.
So far.
So far, I mean, we just started. Also, saying Fear 1 is scary is sort of like,
Actually, no, Fear 1 freaked me out quite a bit.
really?
There was some good moments in Fear 1. Especially some of the expansions.
624. I recently bought Project Origin. I played that before, and I remember it being okay.
Fear 1 is still the better one. Fear 1 in all its expansions was actually really good after a while. You killed me, and I didn't like that very much.
It's all right. I mean, okay.
But then again, I may not be the girliest of girly men, but it's Fear 1 had some moments where it freaked me out.
I don't know. There's something
And
about
proved to me that the Spaz 12 is the best shotgun to use in any situation, whether just ghosts or zombies or clone soldiers.
the thing is though, is like you're in that game. You're like some invincible soldier. So it's like, oh look, a ghost. I can just slow time and I'll be fine.
I never used slow time. It made the game fun for me. It was much more faster. Not much easier to take everything in fast motion. Not easier, just more compelling.
What the fuck? I thought I collected a thing. I'm sure I collected a thing.
Also, the multiplayer in Fear 1 was by far the best multiplayer besides Quake 2. And on UT2K4 for fast-paced just stupidity.
I need to find a way to. This.
Maybe that other X-ray thing you took off there goes next to the other X-ray thing and gives you the
But
code.
it wasn't X-ray. It was X-ray film.
I think that's just what it's called.
That's just what it's called. Maybe
Let's
you should
find out. I also just checked my inventory to see if it was there, and I couldn't find it.
Yeah, I saw you doing that. Oh wait, go back. There's an inventory button.
Okay.
God only knows what that is.
God only knows which button.
Maybe just go to your inventory and it'll. Be
There we
yours.
go.
You don't have any weapons. Can you go left?
Here we go. Here we go.
Ah.
Deductive reasoning!
624872. Bam.
624. 872. 75309.
Door is unlocked. Come here, little kid.
No.
Run after him. He's got spindly little sausage legs.
The thing that breaks this game for me is I still remember Yate's review of it.
Ooh, game that scared the crap out of me the most.
What?
I have one now. Rule of Rose.
Oh yeah, that one was pretty good. Or Fatal Frame was pretty good. I like Clock Tower. Clock Tower 2? Clock Tower 3. Clock Tower 3 is one of my favorite gaming experiences.
I don't know. Having mostly watched horror games as opposed to play them, the dude with the giant scissors, when you don't feel any immediate threat, is just the most funny thing in the whole
Yeah, he's kind of funny if you're not running from him.
Yeah. I imagine it's a lot more harrowing when he's going to kill you.
Well, that's the thing about horror games, is they're designed to be played.
Yes, for the most part. But Rule of Rose scared the shit out of me regardless.
Oh yeah, that was good. Oh man, look! It's the peak of video games. We could see our reflection in the mirror. Now, I remember Yahtzee's review of this game too. But you can't
He
really...
was not impressed. He liked Silent Hill.
You
2.
can't really take... Yeah, well, I know how he feels because I grew up with Silent Hill 2 as well, but you can't really judge Silent Hill 5 by Silent Hill 2 because that's sort of what you want because it's a franchise, but at the same time, it's not the same
It's
game.
like wanting the Lord of the Rings from The Hobbit.
Yeah, we're not the same... It's not the same thing.
Hmm.
Oh, a mysterious symbol on the wall is a save game.
Hooray.
But it is, but it's not. It's the thing. Like,
You know what I actually really liked was Silent Hill 3.
yeah, Silent Hill 3 was good.
Heather was a pretty good protagonist.
I
She was
think...
pretty legit. She was like, this is some bullshit. I don't want to deal with it.
Yeah, she's like, this is dumb. Why is this going on? I hate this. Whereas this guy's like, well, I guess he's a nightmare.
So the
But
kid is
you can only ever take Yahtzee's reviews with a grain of salt. I love him. I fall asleep listening to his reviews. But he also is incredibly critical for a reason.
Oh yeah.
Like, that's kind of his thing. Hey, look, what's this?
It's a combat knife. Time to fight the guy in the bathroom stall.
The guy in the locked bathroom door.
Yeah.
The thing is this tried to be way too much the movie. Like, this is the movie. Which I really liked the first one, and I found the second one enjoyable. It's just the Pyramid Head when he's fighting the monster. I was like, what? Oh, I'm sorry. Is this the girls' lavatory? I'll exit immediately.
I'd tap that for mana.
I probably wouldn't. Because it wants to cut me.
Some people find that sexy.
Yeah, well, it's not actually really hardcore. This one wants to kill you with the cutting. I feel bad for stabbing you directly in the tits.
That's closest to what that is.
And now it's time for necrophilia.
I hope not.
I sure hope not.
That looked like it.
What the
Hey, you could dodge!
I'm combat rolling.
Right at the bloody sink.
Okay.
We never learned the story of the man who conveniently left the knife stabbed into the mirror.
I don't think we
That
ever
man
will.
probably needed that knife. It's probably why we never see him again.
Probably.
Pyramid Head got him.
Okay, I need some...
Also, fighting pyramid heads with spears, most biggest bullshit ever.
Oh, God.
Like, oh, I'm sorry, pyramid head was too hard for you. Let's make him fast and give him a reach weapon.
I liked it.
It was still hard as balls.
I just, ran to the corner and rifle, and then ran to the corner and then rifle.
Well, see, when my one friend I was watching played the game for the first time, he didn't realize that your bag of stuff was there, so he just did it with a knife.
This game? Yeah,
No.
I did the same...
Silent Hill 2, when you're fighting the pyramid heads.
Okay.
With the spears.
Wait, when did they take away your stuff in Silent Hill 2?
Right before you fight the pyramid heads with the spears.
Are you sure?
Yeah, they capture you. Throw your stuff in a bag. It's right before the last boss.
No, that's this game.
And
Is
he
that this
did it
game?
all with a combat knife.
Yeah.
Maybe I was watching
This-
this game.
this
I was
game.
pretty sure that was the other one.
In Silent Hill 2, you have to put all of your stuff inside of a locker because you have to go in this elevator and it'll only take your weight. That's the closest I can remember to that. Oh, look.
Hentai.
I know where that was going before someone got off the toilet.
I just feel like he had bad timing. He's like, I'm gonna go. Oh, no.
Ah!
Haunted wheelchairs. An enemy in Silent Hill the Room.
Yep.
Which
I
is
like the worst enemies.
so good. They just go back and forth down a hallway.
Also, can I
Hurt
talk for a second about how that girl in Silent Hill 2, your partner, if you get her weapon, just breaks everything's face all the time when she's around.
Silent Hill 2? Or the
Silent
Room?
Hill the Room.
Yeah. Like the riding crop and the
Yeah,
horse.
you get her that and she just wrecks all the things. Nothing.
It's like escort mission. We'll let you solve my problems.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go collect things while you escort me.
I liked your little bobbing and weaving, and then she cut your face.
And how you put them into flanking position around you.
She's
Yeah.
cutting the shit out of you.
She really is.
Luckily, you picked up a nutritious health drink. Hold on, ladies. I'm thirsty. Just give me a minute.
Was this suddenly turn-based? No. Crush the drink in your hand, making your hand bleed. And it's a healing potion.
No, she got back up. Full life. Not so much. Which one's the one where you can like pick up TVs and smash them with it?
Let's see, which one is that? There's a couple. One of them is Origins. The other one is the fifth one.
You mean this one?
Origins is the one I mean then.
Okay, no, not the fifth one. Downpour, you can pick up random objects. I don't know if you can get TVs though. Pretty sure it's Origins.
This didn't need to be a quick time event.
Are you sure? Because we need, at this point in game development, every game by law required a quick time event. She's not here, 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 she's not here. She's not here.
Shinahira.
I wonder.
Maybe she's here.
I wonder who she is.
I bet you should look for her. She might be here.
We can't be sure if she's here or not if we don't know who she is. Quite honestly.
Mm.
Also, I love how like Silent Hill needs a tutorial area. You know, like this is how you Silent Hill. Have you never done the Silent Hill before? Well, here's a quick walking through corridors tutorial.
One of the things that I liked about Silent Hill 3 that this game doesn't do quite as well is be like super suddenly jarring with the
Monsters.
yeah.
Yeah.
It was like no fanfare, no music, no piano.
Just also, hey, look, a monster.
It was like this thing that has no arms and just two legs and looks gross as fuck. It's fighting you now.
Okay, that is legit the most terrifying monster in this game.
The bug.
The
Leech,
bug.
leech bug.
The like giant fucking bugs. Okay.
Oh great, that'll stop. Oh wait, they didn't do it.
Ah.
Right on your face. Press dodge to remove swarm. Then he exploded. It's a shame your guy doesn't close the door behind him.
He really, really is.
Yeah, that one as well. It's just, they're chaining raping you.
That's the worst way.
Just doesn't stop.
It was probably my fault for stopping to see what was in the fridge before combating my nemesis. Oh, hello, Iron Lung Machine. Are you symbolic? I bet you are. Some stuff.
You could all
Well
pause. You could
done.
all freeze frame those if you're interested in reading them.
Yes, if you'd like to see what the hell is going on, because I already know, and most of it is not super important, but it is lore and can be really useful for figuring out what the fuck the game.
Well, you fought one, you fought two, time to fight three. You're not just stabbing them in the breast anymore. Oh, never mind. That was like a combo. We're all like pirouette and stuff.
What? No finishing moves?
No, I learned how to combat system. I remembered how to combat system in the brief bug fight.
There you go. Good thing it made you all panicky and stuff.
It really is.
The fact that these things have teeth always made me sad.
The fact that these things didn't close up on you once in a while always made me sad.
Close up while you're in them?
Yeah. Sorry, what? You got squeezed. You lost some health.
You waited too long. You died.
Yeah,
That cut-
something like that would be good. Huh.
You just cut in half. Look at that.
Not symmetrical, it makes me sad.
He didn't have to be here today.
That makes me sad.
I'm sorry. I didn't have to say that.
I didn't have to hear it.
Oh.
No comment.
Combat knife? Can I just combat knife my way through this door?
It worked for all the other doors so far. And that window before.
That window. That's true. Hey, look, another iron lung machine. Specifically placed so when I enter the room I see it. I wonder if this is symbolic. Silent Hill, do you think?
And when you check it, he says, I'd feel helpless if I was put in one of those.
Yep. You know, you would though. That would be terrifying. I don't know if you feel helpless, but I know I'd be terrified. Like, not only is it a huge apparatus, but anytime you're just held immobile is pretty like, what?
I've always wanted to try sensory deprivation.
Joshua?
You can do it. It's not hard.
I have done it while suspended with ropes.
Sounds trippy as balls.
It was trippy as balls. I went on a journey.
How did you get here? Are you afraid? What should we ask him?
Are you afraid?
Are you afraid of the dark?
Do you feel fear, boy?
I'm a brave soldier.
I am a brave soldier.
I'm looking for Rob.
I want to help you.
Nobody can help you now.
But I want to.
Oh, okay.
No one can hear you scream.
I'm sorry. I don't have
Wow, look at that choice.
He wouldn't let me pick A.
I want my toy back.
Maybe you should have hit B. Maybe B is A.
Okay, okay.
Dun dun
Let's
dun.
play through song.
Too much Stanley Parable.
Let's do my Stanley Parable for one day. Okay. I have to go find some bullshit dude who probably isn't even real. I'm glad that I've faced 6 monsters and 3 save points.
That's kind of excessive.
Kind of seems excessive.
Well, this is the tutorial area.
I mean, I'm used to roguelikes where you don't get any saves.
Yeah, roguelikes are...
But I mean, that's kind of the point of the game.
Vicious.
They're not really like story-based games.
Yeah.
The one I told you about, Tales of Majel, that's story-based.
I know, but I mean, are you starting the story over every time?
Yes.
Well, that seems retarded.
Seems
But
pretty
there's,
harsh.
it changes every time. It's pretty
Well, that's
cool.
different. That's totally different.
I mean, there's one overarching story. Quests
I
after
know,
a
but
while.
I mean that's totally different. That's like how Saints Row sort of is versus how this is.
Is it? Is it
Kind
like
of.
that?
I mean, there's a lot of open choice, and there's like one overarching story, but there's like a ton of little things you can do.
Yep. And I still haven't gone.
What the fuck?
yeah.
It's that fucking rabbit.
What's
It's always that
What's his
rabbit.
name again?
Robbie.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
What
It's
did
in
we
the Walgina. You should probably not reach inside the Walgina.
reach inside the wall, Gina?
Don't reach for
I have to-
Robbie. Keep Robbie out of this.
It's leaking.
It sure is.
We have to.
Why? Now, this is where I have issue with like this game a little bit, because no sane human would do this.
I don't know if anyone who has gone through the things in here would still be sane at this point.
That doesn't mean quite what I mean.
What are we suddenly playing Donnie Darko?
I think part of the problem is that we are already crazy when we enter Silent Hill.
Like-
I mean, Silent Hill is the place where crazy people go hang out.
It's where you get punished, I know.
Yeah.
But my point is like, at this point so far, your actions have tried reasonably, like, to stay sane. Like, you've tried talking to a kid in a reasonable way, you've run away from things.
But at the same time, maybe that might be because, like, you don't know at this point who this kid is.
Yeah,
Could be part of the problem.
but like, I can't imagine anyone who would see that toy and be like, no, I need this.
I'm gonna go get a new one from the store.
Yeah, it's gone into the Walgina. That it can have it. I don't even want it. It's
That
creepy
wall-
as fuck.
That wall really wants
I
that
want
bunny.
Robbie.
This is Robbie.
This is yours, you remember.
I want him to eat your hand.
Wouldn't be that big a stretch.
It'd be so good.
Where are you going?
Chuck it at him.
I'm gonna go over here now.
The body's way too creepy.
So far, I'm unimpressed.
Well, I mean, it's the only tutorial area.
Plus, Silent Hill has never really been about being viscerally scary. It's always been about, like, a weird story.
Josh, come back!
It's been about, like, the journey of the characters.
Like, fear is something I think a lot about because I like horror and I like writing about horror. And so, like, when you're creating different types of horror, they're almost incomparable. Like they take elements from each other and they can assist each other, but when you're creating like that weird sort of existential horror, it sort of clashes with like the visceral, like, oh my god, look at this scary things coming to eat your face. And you can have both and work them together, but you got to be careful how you do it. Like, they can feed off each other, but they're not really the same thing. And that's sort of the thing with that a lot of people complain about with the Silent Hill game, is that it tried to do like combat too much. And sort of,
That's why I like Amnesia. It doesn't.
there is no combat in Amnesia.
No,
It's
there's
like,
running away or
Yeah.
you die.
yeah, exactly. It's like, I'm gonna get the fuck out of here.
And if you look at the things, you go insane. I like that.
Yeah, it's actually a really good setup, like mechanically.
I've heard bad things about Machine for Pigs, though.
I've heard it's quite linear. I haven't played it yet.
And they're...
I played Outlast, and then I was like, well, I'm done for linear horror games for a little bit.
And also, there's actually no danger of death. You know?
Well, I mean, if
There's
you look,
at some
In
points.
Dark Descent,
Oh.
there is.
if you
In
look at the
Machine for
Stanley,
Pigs, there isn't.
I mean, we did just play the Stanley Parable, right? So I mean, anytime you have to restart, it's technically death.
Oh, look.
Kind of.
I mean,
Kill me.
it's the idea that you are dying that's different.
Bad dream.
Hey, look, it's the trucker from Origins.
Mm-hmm. He shows up at the end of Silent Hill 2. The movie.
Yeah, he's like I like the way Yahtzee put it. He is a professional retcon.
You have one song
Those guys do. Yeah, that one's pretty good too.
I kind of like the room because it had one of my favorite enemies from Silent Hill. Those creepy ass, like, arm walking, dull faced things.
Oh yeah, Silent Hill,
Just
the
'cause they're
room
silly looking.
had some really good things, but just the level design, just terrible. Like, never do you want to play a horror game where half the game you're repeating the other parts of the game.
Hometown.
It's interesting though, sort of like go back through.
Good luck, soldier.
And see what had happened.
So why is this trucker here?
He's passing through town. You were hitchhiking to the city.
Why is he in every game?
He's not in every game. He added him. He's in Origins, and so they added him to the end of the movie number 2, and also he's in this one, just because they want him to be around.
Well, and also it makes some sense that the trucker would drive a similar route multiple times.
Yeah.
Because they do the delivery runs.
And he's never really stopped inside.
Is this the one where you can have
Oh,
an
he's
ending
inside
where you
that.
drive into the lake and just die, and that's the end of that? Or is
Actually,
that Silent Hill 1 or 2?
It could actually honestly be any of them.
It might just be in all of them.
Look, I have that knife from my dream,
You sure do. You're amazing.
and my health drinks and first aid.
Your amazing dream knife.
So was your dream the reality, or we suddenly Descartes?
Or did you just like already have a knife and
So
you
you
dreamed
dreamt
about
about
it?
the knife, yeah.
Maybe you even found it in a bathroom once.
That would
If you'd never
explain it.
picked up those health packs, you wouldn't have them. So would you have them before?
Well, you might have had them and then just dreamt that you picked them up.
Yeah, but if you never picked them up in the dream and you had them anyways.
Well, you wouldn't have dreamt about them if you didn't pick them up in the dream.
I don't even know it anymore. Y'all too much for me.
I mean,
Let's go talk to these tree roots.
it's all about roots, this game.
Tendrils of any kind.
I was thinking more like familial roots.
Alex.
Judge
Should
Holloway.
have stabbed her. It was funny.
He's a hot judge,
You were home? Does your
sort of.
mother know?
I mean, besides the fact that she's also animated.
I haven't talked to her.
Hmm.
Actually, I haven't really talked to anyone. I'm not planning on sticking around for long.
That's the other thing I always feel sad about with Silent Hill characters. They're always trying to just get on with their day, and it never works out for any of them.
Mm-hmm.
Of course. You know how it is. No one ever leaves this place.
Yeah. Yes.
I like that all the games have alien endings.
Yeah, that's one of my. It's one of the things I like because
Alien endings?
Yep.
the game
In all,
doesn't.
in I think every single Silent Hill game, there's an ending that's just aliens did it.
Really?
I like that it doesn't take itself that seriously.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like it takes itself seriously, but like it can still have an alien ending.
One of my actual favorite endings, I can't remember what Silent Hill it was for, but my friend showed it to me. He had a save file right before it, because he wanted to see what ending he'd get, and so he could show people. And it was like, 2 pyramid heads come out, and then one puts like a pyramid head on you when you walk off as a new pyramid head.
Lol.
Like the 3 of you.
That's pretty cool.
And just like become a pyramid head. Pretty sweet. Kind of like, well, it was the point of the entire game then, but, you know, ignoring that.
And then they have alien endings.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Just aliens did it.
Yeah, it's the first one that's like you get. There's also like ray guns you can get because of it. In like the 3rd game, you can get like a lightsaber. It's crazy.
That's pretty ridiculous.
Yeah, they're like, why not? Also lightsabers.
If I saw a guy combat rolling down the street with a knife, I would just wait for him to hurt himself.
I would just wait for him to leave so I could come out of my hole.
In the history of the dumbest criminals ever, some guy stole some combat knives from a hardware store and hid them in his pants. And then he tripped.
It's really unfortunate.
Ooh, I hope they were sheathed.
No, they weren't.
Ooh, I hope he.
Hope
Ow.
you'll learn this lesson, didn't do it
I
again.
hope he never did that again.
Kinda didn't. He died.
Oh, there you go.
Oh my god, that seems harsh.
That's pretty silly.
They cut all the major arteries.
Yeah, you've got some pretty big ones down there.
Yeah, that's.
On that topic, I ought to be dead because I broke my femoral artery. Broke my femur once and was alone in a field. Yeah, it was like 6 ways I could have died that day. And was alone for like an hour and a half.
Strange to be back here again.
There you go.
But you made
That's,
it back.
Fun story about me for everyone on YouTube.
There you go. Boris should have died, but thankfully, illithids have like 3 backup femoral arteries.
Yeah, really. You
But
just take 2 and just like cut the leg off and just get rid of it.
But it was dangerous for a little bit there.
Mm-hmm. Well, it was like a incident involving a barbed wire fence and everything. You know, decapitation was an issue. Broken
Ooh.
leg was
What
an
are you
use.
doing?
Combat rolling with barbed
Knife.
wire. Set up
Combat
barbed
rolling
wire
with a
via
knife through a
combat
field.
rolling.
It's not even that exciting. I was driving a trike in a field,
Ooh.
killing time for dinner.
Motherfucker put some barbed wire in a field.
No, it was on a farm, and I hit the cow pasture fence.
Oh man, that's terrifying.
Yeah, so I uprooted a fence post with my leg, which broke my
Hello?
leg, because
Hello?
legs shouldn't be able to uproot cow pasture fence posts. I don't know if anyone ever out there has seen those things. They're like half a foot thick.
And they're halfway underground.
Yeah, and they go down, you know.
That's pretty
About a
impressive
foot.
amount of force there.
Yeah, I uprooted the post. My leg was
Thank-
wrapped around it.
Thank God bones are incredibly hard.
Yeah, well, the femur was snapped in half, so not
I
that
got-
hard.
Well, there was a lot of force that took to do both those things.
Yeah, it's true. I ate a bruise that was so bad the skin came off from hitting that post. It was just oozing everywhere.
That's delicious.
Yummy.
It seems on topic with this game.
I'm glad we already ate.
Let me just have a sip of my drink here. Delicious.
This is gonna be a wonderful night. It's gonna be a complete disaster.
This is an old picture of Mom and Josh taken years ago. I guess she likes to remember her baby. Also, something over here is fascinating.
It's only we look at the back at the picture and she has no face.
I know you will soon return to me, but I miss you dearly, and rainy dew always calms my nerves. Everything here is the same. With you gone, the house is so empty! She never finished it. I wonder what interrupted her. Nothing, because the house is empty.
Suddenly Stanley found he was the only person left in the building.
That's pretty much it. I got a cassette tape.
It's the ending's been ripped off.
I don't know.
So
Is that how cassettes work? Can you tear off just the back end?
You have to like wind it back or something.
I don't know how cassettes work well enough to go into that.
God, it's been a while since cassettes.
What do we
so
I don't know.
Oh,
Whoa! What the fuck?
of course.
Oh, I can move. Well, that was... I didn't know about that. Now I do.
You didn't know about that?
I didn't know about that.
Huh. You found a map of your house.
Thank God the house is simple enough that you can do it. Oh, good. There was a map in here. Good.
Well, that must be why you never knew about it, because it wasn't necessary.
Makes sense.
Hmm.
Also because the flashlight's right here, so I just grabbed the flashlight right away. Oh man.
What's your problem?
I got the flashbacks, man. Seems passive aggressive.
Look, take it. Get scared again, just turn it on. Okay?
I didn't say turn it on now. Jesus.
Are you always scared? That's my secret.
Wow,
I'm
that thing
always
has plutonium batteries.
It does. Alright, so this is where we're going to stop it for this segment. Thanks for watching. I'm Trivial Punk,
Boris the Illithid.
Death Arch.
and we'll see you on the other side.